Alright fellas, this is Ben's Life Part 2 challenge. And the first car we have up is from Camo Factor, which is a 2019 car. I would consider that a brand new car because there's still some 2018 brand new cars that's on car dealerships lots. This is called the Wild Boar. Looks like a orange dreamsicle to me. I know this isn't an episode of Roast My Ride. This is a challenge, but I mean, it's what I expected. It looks rugged, and it's a sedan, mid-size, small sedan. I don't know exactly. Went simple in design. Appreciate the fact they used base model rims, since it's kind of a cheap but good quality car. Excuse me. So let's check out what he's got here. Oh, what happened there? I don't know what happened there, but the color's just changing on it. It's actually using light truck monocoque chassis. I guess it's for better safety. Ooh, what happened? Anyway, good thing I imported it over to the Beam & G before that happened. Whatever that is. It's got 147 horsepower and 231 foot-pound torque. Engine reliability of 78.6. Loudness of 38.4. That's not loud, is it? Oh, what was it? It was a 4.5, well, 4.6 liter V6. Pretty impressive. Pretty good size V6. Push rod, and all cast internals, no VVT. 5 on a the cam profile, just 5. Multi-port fuel injection. I don't. Two people understands this, but I don't know if everybody else understands this. But you're allowed to go up on 87 on octane, which, you know, if you put premium 90, you can go up to 87 octane AKI. I mean, that's low test here. 86 is fine too if you can make it work. But I don't think I'm ever going to buy another vehicle that requires higher than 87 octane. It's just not worth it. Like that Jeep Renegade I had. It required 89. I ran 87 in it. And I think that might have caused some problems for it later on down the life, because it just it's falling apart on me and I had to trade in. Okay, enough of that. Let's get back to the challenge. Because I try to keep his videos short and simple. Okay, change back. Okay. All-wheel drive, automatic 5-speed, which is almost outdated by these standards, but today's standards. But they're still using 5-speed automatics. I know in the Toyota 4Runner they still use it. It's been known to be reliable, so, you know, if it's been that reliable, keep using it. Viscosys LSD. Oh yeah. Hard long life tires, 185. 65 15s. Pretty skinny tire. But I guess for this vehicle it's normal. Salt disc, 1 piston in the front, drums in the back. Alright, nothing fancy there. 5-seater with standard interior and basic infotainment. Hydraulic power steering. Electronic stability control and standard 10 safety. It's got a safety score of 50 even. Pretty safe vehicle. 23.5 miles per gallon. It kind of makes me wonder, but I guess because it's push rod technology, big V6. That Toyota Camry I got, I think I'm actually getting 40 miles per gallon on the highway. It's rated for 34. I'll have to do a real test one day. Just highway driving from full tank to empty. It did tell me that all these letters jumbled up here. Oh, it is actually supposed to spell Camel Factor. It looks like one gigantic mess of a badge, but it says I actually see the E there, and I guess all those letters jumbled up together spells Camel Factor. That's something like what Toyota did with their symbol. You can find every letter of Toyota in a little symbol that they have. I bet a lot of people didn't know that. They purposely did that. Alrighty then. Let's get out of that. And while I'm waiting on this screen to show, I can tell you that I may not have time. Might go straight to the next one. Prince of All Saints set his right in. I believe this is called a Wonder Wasp. He went with he probably has the oldest vehicle here again. I think he's still trying to make old work. It's called a Wonder Wasp. So we look at it, just got the spare on the top. It's a 1989. Pretty simple design. I mean, just like it did in the 80s, I guess. I like the looks of it. I like that color. So let's go over to build a vehicle. Ah, I see it's on that screen only, I guess. Unless my game's goofing up. Light truck monocoque, double wishbone front and rear. Pretty good. And let's see, 154.2 horsepower with a 264.5 foot-pound torque. It's got my mouse just died, I think. Nope. A 5.9 liter V8 push rod. Cast iron stuff. 3 on the cam profile. You got 66.1 reliability on the engine. Short cast. Just normal stuff too. It's got straight through exhaust. Lots of interesting choices here. One's a V6, one's a V8. I think somebody might want with a inline 4. 1 or 2 people maybe. Okay, it's all-wheel drive. I'm gonna give you my screen. 4-speed automatic. 0 to 62 in 10.1 second. 16.7 miles per gallon. 39.8 on safety. 69.3 reliability. It's also viscosity all-wheel drive. This has got 205 65/17s on hard long life tires. Steel rims. Solid disc one piston in the front, solid disc one piston in the back, 14 inches. It's got 5 seats. Basic interior, basic 8-track. Hydraulic with ABS and basic 80/70s. Basic 80/70s, just safety. I work today, my mind's a little foggy. Progressive, twin 2 passive. They're all about the same budget. I think Arbor Motors was just $200 under budget. Alright. Let's go on to the next one. I'm not sure what Ben chooses yet, but for myself, I like 2 vehicles. Arbor Motors, which you'll see in a little bit, and the Wonder Wasp by the Prince of All Saints. This is Wall's M7 Deluxe. He made it it looks like a luxury car. It looks like something like inspired by Mercedes. It's a pretty good looking vehicle. However, and you'll see in a minute, there's so much negative quality in this car, and I understand he's trying to get in the budget, but I think it hurts him in a lot of areas. I think he got too good of a car and trying to make it too cheaply. It's 1998. He's got some nice materials. Like I said, it's just too cheap. I mean, cheap made. They got -10 quality. He's got corrosion resistant steel, which is nice, and galvanized steel. Now here's where he kind of really went cheap, and two is McPherson strut front and solid extra coil on the back. You know, this has to be something like Mercedes. It's a 4.4 liter V12. So that's another engine choice. I like these engine choices. They're pretty different. I like variety. Ben does too. He has to choose between these four wonderful vehicles. He's got overhead cam, 2 valves per cylinder. Cast internals, 33 on the cam profile, 8.6 to 1 compression ratio. Naturally aspirated. I prefer naturally aspirated because I had one turbo charged engine and I don't want another one. Multi-port fuel injection, twin configuration, standard intake. Pretty normal stuff. -15 quality on the body. I think they stopped using the 3-speed automatic after 1985. I'm not sure. No, by then, 1998, they were still using 4-speed automatics, but it is what it is. It's all-wheel drive, geared LSD. That's fancy. -12 quality on that. 215 60/16s. -15 steel rims. -15 on the brakes. It's 13 inches, salt disc, 3 pieces in the front and rear. It's a 4-seater, standard interior, standard cassette, -10 quality on that. Electric power steering, ABS, -10. Advanced 90s, -10. And -15 on the suspension. And all those negatives really hurt. I mean, it's the least safest vehicle here. 25.4 points. And Ben wants safe and reliable for his wife. I mean, I'm not knocking his car off yet, but it wouldn't surprise me if it came in last. And, well, I don't want you to be upset with me, but when we go to Ben's Life Part 3, and this goes for everybody, you can use the same vehicle you want to if you want to put upgraded safety in it, because there's going to be more of a allowance for the budget. So you can have normal quality and go with higher safety features and reliability features. You can use, like I said, you use the same vehicle, but use better quality in it if you want to. You don't have to design a new whole vehicle for the next challenge unless you really want to. But I think this will be a really, really tough contender. A really good car. A really, really good car. Once the allowance for the budget goes up, when Ben gets a raise and he's able to afford more expensive, better cars, I'd say keep this car if you want to and just put better quality in it, and this would be a real serious contender. It looks good. Like I said, it looks like Mercedes got these little wipers on the headlights. Yeah, it looks really good, Wall. It's just that it hurts in other areas. Like I could say that while you did the worst in safety, the trim reliability, the economy, You didn't do the best of anything, but you did pretty good in the engine reliability. Camel Factory did the best in engine reliability and trim. He didn't do the worst in anything. Prince of All Saints did the worst in engine reliability. And let's see, he didn't do the best in anything. Armor Motors did the best in safety and economy. They didn't do the worst in anything. So alright, next video we're going to take these cars around, drive them around, not make a lap time or anything, just drive them around like I did last time. Give you my feedback on how I feel like the car drives. So alright, see you next video.